Hello, everyone, and welcome to Blue Belly Gaming Channel. I wanted to answer a question today that I've been getting quite a bit. Uh, how do I get started playing Farming Simulator? So, when you open up the game, whether it's on PC or console, you're going to see this screen right here, Farming Simulator 19, and you want to go to Career. Now, I have a whole bunch of saved games here, so I'm going to have to scroll all the way down to my only empty one, and I'll start off. Now, this is the screen where you might be thinking, I don't know where to start. Am I a new farmer? Well, probably if you're Googling this, you are a new farmer and you will want to start here. It's going to give you some land and some equipment, and they can teach you how to play. But if you think, I don't really want to start on tutorial mode, I just want to get in there, get a tractor, and get going. So in that case, I wouldn't do start from scratch because this is sort of hard mode or veteran mode. I would go with farm manager. You start with funds, but no land, no buildings, and no equipment. You get to decide. So let's go with that. We'll double click on that. We'll just stick with Ravenport for the example. Here you get to set your character. You can do whatever you want with that. And now here, you're not going to have any mods when you first start off. So this screen will be blank for you. I'm just going to go ahead and deselect, and we'll just go in here and I'll show you how to get your farm started using base game equipment. Now, there's a few different ways that you can approach this. You can buy existing farmland. So the game starts you off. I'll show you on the map where it starts you off. Up here, if it's not defaulted on the map, you can go here. Use your mouse or controller to move around. And we start off down here. You can see where you are on the map indicated by this flashing green arrow. And as you can tell, right now we do not own any land. None of the fields are highlighted green for us. If we click this lands button, you don't see that we have not purchased any. Now what you can do, and this is what I would recommend for a absolute first timer, is to buy this land right here. It's 360,000. It gives you these three little fields and some places to put in uh, more buildings, more equipment, however you want to manage it. I would do this because it will give you sort of run you through the basics of how to play the game. But if you don't want to do that, you want to be a little more creative about it, what you could do is find another field to buy and turn it into your own farm. Now, when I first played this particular FS, I purchased the field up here, which was silly because then I had to drive all my equipment from the shop down here all the way up there and back and forth all the time. So what I would recommend is maybe one of these smaller fields down here. Like this is only 150,000 for this field, and it would allow you to run a crop or two through here and eventually maybe buy the one across the street, the one right beside, make a little home for yourself down here. But what I'm going to do for this example is just buy field 12 here. We're going to buy this for 400,000. Now we own this land. So just to run you through that again, I clicked on lands, I clicked on the field that I wanted, and then I clicked the buy option. But if you recall, we don't have any tractors. So you can purchase equipment through this menu, which is very difficult. Here, let me show you that again. You hit the escape key, and I'm sorry, that was the map. You hit the P key on the keyboard, and that brings up the store. So you click on the tractor, and this shows you these are like tractors and trucks. And then this one looks like a trailer. That's going to be all this other equipment. So I recommend when you're starting out, go with a medium-sized tractor. I like, you know, some of these. You can see, you can look at the horsepower to see if it's worth your money. Like this older case, that's one of the ones that the game starts you with. So, you know, come along here and pick your poison, as they say. Um, whatever brand you want and price range you want to work with. Like I enjoy this tractor quite a bit, this New Holland T6, but it only has 125 horsepower, so that's something to keep in mind. This Case Maxim is 145, so we'll double click on that. It's going to bring us here to the store. I kind of like that. you can change your tire brand. It comes with Trelleborgs, but you can also change the Nokian. You can mess around with weights and stuff, and narrows. I don't want to do any of that. I just leave it standard. I could chip it up to a higher horsepower, but I'm not going to do that right now. One thing I am going to do, though, from the very start is put on a front loader attacher. Now keep this number in mind, this 145. So we buy that. We have our first tractor. Let's go. So the reason we want to keep that number in mind is that when we come over here to front loaders, it's a whole separate category. Not wheel loaders, not skid steer, front loaders. Now there's two different stall front loaders. This one is for more than 90 horsepower. This one is for more than 150. And our tractor, if you remember the number, 145. So we probably would go with this one. You can color match if you want. It's got different brands here. So for $200, we can color match to case. So what the heck, we'll go with that. I wouldn't probably do that in a serious playthrough, but for demonstration purposes, sure. And we want a bucket. We want our bucket because we'll go ahead and color match it as well. But we want a bucket and probably either one of these, depending upon what you think you're going to do more of, either the pallet fork or the bale spike. So now we want to hit the tab key. I think on console it's maybe the bumpers, something like that, but you want to flip to your vehicle. Oh, we have train selected on. Okay, so let's see how good the color match did. Not too bad. It's looking pretty good. So we're going to, this is why we needed to get the front loader attacher. You can see right in the center of the screen there, that's the front loader attacher. We're going to drive here and hit Q, and then drive around here and get the bucket attached. And let's go ahead and drive up to our land. I know we could get some type of, oh boy, that's not, I was not expecting him to turn across in front of me. I thought he was going to turn right. I was going to get some type of an implement, like maybe a mower, but let's see what kind of crop we have up here. We're probably going to need a harvester to get us started. But, you know, this is just a how-to get started quick video, so we may not actually spend the time to harvest this initial crop. I just wanted to show you how to get your first tractor. You could do the same thing with the truck. Oh, we don't have anything in yet. Okay, great. So this is our field. You can see it's pretty good size. We've got a little bit of a hill down here, and then it appears to level off. So if you're going to place buildings, it might be nice to place them on the level up here, or you can use the landscaping tool to do some terraforming. So we've got some barley planted in here already. I'm going to show you how to do a placeable building, and so we can park our tractor in it, and I'll show you how to place down an animal pen, just so you can get your start. So we want to go to placeable buildings. Let's say you want to have a cow pasture. That seems like a reasonable thing to have on this map. So let me walk you through that a little slower. So I went at the same place we bought the tractor. We go over here to this little barn, and then not a dog house, not a chicken coop, cow pasture. Double click on that. Now you can see here it won't let me place it there because it's out on the road. And you can see over here it does let me place it. Now if I hit F1, this gives me this little help menu. I tend to keep mine hidden because I've been playing the game a while. But you can turn off grid snapping by hitting, wait, why is that not working? All right, sorry about that. I'm using the arrow keys to rotate, but it is not allowing me to free rotate, which is surprising. I thought that I would be able to do that. But if you look at the buy amount, you see how, like, when I move it, it goes to 100,000, and then it comes all the way to 118. That's because it's going to change based on elevation. So you can use left control and Q to go down, or left control and E to come up. And you'll find that most of the time, if you get down close to the ground, you'll be able to see why it is that it's giving you that reading. Like over here, oh, it's still pretty bad. I thought this lot would be better than it is. But anyways, once you decide where you want to put your field, what your oh boy, that's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's so bad. I thought I'd be able to get a nice, not a lot of money placement here. Anyways, you get the idea. You fiddle with it, and then you eventually put it in. That's pretty awful. But what you can do here, I'll show you the landscaping tool real quick, just so you can have a sense of how that works. Press P again to go buy stuff. Click on the landscaping tool. You can do sculpting. And then if you pay attention over here, it tells you different things you can do, flatten and smooth. So like if I want to smooth this ridge down, I can just press the middle mouse. I'm getting rid of some of my barley though, admittedly, which we just took a whole chunk off of the field. I would never do it that way if I was actually playing this save. I don't know why this isn't going down. See how it's smoothing it out though? This would be nice. You could also lower it, but when you lower it, it flattens it. So then you come through and smooth, lower, smooth, lower, smooth. You get the idea. So that's how that works. And then the other placeable we want to do is a shed. So maybe we put a little shed over here. This one does let me rotate to whatever amount I want. So maybe we put the shed somewhere like that. And tab over to our tractor. If you want more information about how to take care of cows and other animals, I have some other videos on the channel that I would suggest. I don't want to spend the time and space to do that all in this one video. I just want to show you how to get started. So here's your first tractor and your first animal pen. And if you wait about 24 hours in game, you'll have a crop come up here, and you can purchase a harvester the same way you purchased the tractor. Find a harvester that you like within your budget, and then get a header for it. The headers are right down here. Get a header for it and start working on your crop. You're going to want to get a grain trailer, and then for the next cycle you're going to want to get a seeder and all of that. But anyways, this is the basics of how to get started playing if it's your first time playing Farming Simulator 2019. If you enjoyed the video, I would definitely appreciate if you dropped a like on it. And if you want to watch more Farm Sim, where I do a better job than sinking it down in the ground like this, feel free to stick around the channel, drop a subscription, and come back next time. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Bluebelly. I play simulation games. Bye for now.